Okay, we're back sitting in the all-new 2013 Jetta Hybrid, and if you remember from before, I said it was a completely keyless access to the car, and that also comes with a push-button start button that's located just ahead of the shift knob. You need to just put your foot on the brake, press and hold, and then it cycles through the electronics, and then it'll start the car. Notice how you don't hear anything. It's the hybrid. What's happened is the car is showing that it is ready for operation. One of the new things that's in the car, and not new to hybrid drivers but new to Volkswagen, is on the left side where the traditional tachometer used to be is what's called a power gauge, and it's listed in percentages of power. The needle is on 0 right now, indicating the vehicle is stopped. It's not requiring or generating any electricity. The blue band on the top that runs up to about 25 to 30% is an indication of range where it is primarily electric power that is driving the car. Above 30% all the way to 60% is a combination of electric and the gas engine running. Above 60% it's all gas engine until you get to the boost range, which is here at 100%. And what that does is that takes and combines the full power of the gas engine at 150 horse and the 20 horse of the electric motor for a combined total of 170 horsepower should you need to pass a truck or hurry up to get onto an exit ramp. On the opposite side of the dial you see an area that is in green. This is the charging function of the car. When you are coasting, as an example, you see a red light coming up and you just take your foot off the gas, or if you're on the highway and you take your foot off the gas to exit a ramp, the needle will drop down into about a minus 10% range, and that begins to charge the vehicle. It's a dynamic charging function that just happens by allowing the engine to, and the mass of the car, to generate electricity, and you'll see the charging function show up on the screen once we start driving. As soon as you touch the brakes on the car, the needle will drop down into the heavier range here, and that is pure charging function that's generated by the braking action of the car. Now, I don't want you to be confused. It's not the brake pad squeezing the calipers that is doing the braking. There is no additional wear or tear on the brakes. Behind the caliper that controls the braking action is a series of magnets that work in conjunction with the brake caliper, and that is actually what generates an electric field producing current that returns to the battery. So if you don't have any questions, what we'll do is we'll put it in gear and we'll go for a ride. And I'll kind of call your attention to the center display. Right now the energy flow meter that is up here is showing that we're not moving and there's nothing happening. As soon as I put the car in drive, I have a ready indication here. Even though the engine's not running, all I need to take my foot off the brake and we're going to start to go, and you can see the blue coloring coming from the battery to the front wheels. That's indicating that the car is running purely on electric power, and it will do this up to about 37 miles per hour, or if you are going up a hill and the car needs additional power, then the engine will kick in. We're going to go up a small grade here, up to a traffic light. And if I turn the radio down here, the car is totally silent. It's one of the nice features. And talk about the quietness of the vehicle. One of the things that Volkswagen did with this hybrid to make it more performance friendly and eco-friendly is they increased the thickness and the lamination quality of not only the front windshield, but also all of the glass in the car. So it helps to deaden road noise and you get a much nicer driving experience. Just waiting for traffic here. Now you can see the display turned orange, and we're going up a little grade here, and I gave it a little extra gas. And now it's green. I'm coasting, and you can see the green charging and the blue arrows going back toward the battery. That's the function of the charging system in the car. You don't have to do anything, and that's the beautiful thing about it. It is totally independent.
When the engine comes on or cuts out and changes strictly to electric power, it's totally seamless. The driver does nothing but drive the car. So green is charging, blue going back to the battery. It's feeding electrical current, so you always have a charge in the battery. We're going to turn left down here and go up a hill and get over on Lake Street. That'll show you the real true performance that's in the car.